know, O Prince, that between the years when the oceans drank Atlantis and the gleaming cities, and the years of the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of, when shining kingdoms lay spread across the world like blue mantles beneath the stars. And onto this came adventurers, warriors, thieves, sorcerers, all seeking to take from this world what it would give them, but sometimes the world would take everything from them. This is the Hyborian Age, and this is Starships and Steel Hyborian Encounters. Welcome to Hyborian Encounters.
Today I'm going to have a little quick walkthrough here. We've got an Aquilonian knight named Octavian. He's traveled far from Aquilonia to maybe one of the pastoral kingdoms, maybe Shem. Maybe he's traveled to Shem in search of this cavern that he's just found. On the road to the cavern he finds a statue. So that'll be our setup, and we will go from there.
You have traveled far. Aquilonia is but a distant memory in your mind. The pastoral lands of Shem stretch all around you, but finally, with the help of people in the nearby town, you have come to this cave said to hold riches beyond your wildest dreams. It is said it is guarded by spirits, but you do not believe in such things. And outside the cave, you note there is a great statue, perhaps a monument to a battle that is supposed to have taken place many, many years ago.
I look around and approach the statue, and I wish to inspect the statue.
Octavian, what is your awareness and lore skills, that sort of thing?
My intelligence is 9 and my lore expertise is 2, with a focus of 2 and a target number of 11.
Alright, this is a difficulty 1 challenge for you. So difficulty 1, you get 2d20 to roll by default. Do you wish to buy any more dice?
I will spend a doom point, / give you a doom point, and roll 3d20.
Alright, your target number is 11, and let's see what you do.
Alright, I'm going to roll 3d20, and see what I get. So I got a 5, and a 10, and a 14, so that gives me 2 successes. I needed 1 success to beat your difficulty of 1, giving me 1 momentum point.
So you have 1 point of momentum. Put that there for you, and you inspect the statue.
I wish to spend that point of momentum right away and use it to gain more information about the statue.
Your initial look of the statue shows it to be quite old. Very old, in fact. It has a set of runes around the base. You can't really make them out. Further inspection shows perhaps underneath the runes, and maybe the runes were carved over top of them, maybe some pictographs that were painted on the statue. It looks like some sort of ceremony, maybe heroes being turned into the ground, stick figures being buried with swords. You also note that the belt buckle of the statue is quite a large emerald.
Oh, I take the pommel of my sword and I try and knock that emerald loose.
This again will be difficulty 1, and you're against your brawn.
Okay, my brawn is 10. I'm going to roll another 3d20 on this one, so I'm going to give you 1 more doom point. And roll 3d20 against my brawn of 10.
Okay.
Let's roll. So I got a 14, which is nothing, a 17, which is nothing, and a 1, which is a success. This is against our brawn of 10. There's no focus involved, so the 1 doesn't matter for anything.
But 1 success is enough, and you hit that emerald with the butt of your sword, and it comes off in your hand. But as it comes off in your hand, you hear the scrambling of dirt all around you. And from underneath the ground, emerging like an undead horde, skeletons rise to take their revenge on those who would disturb their eternal rest. These are horrific creatures. You must now make a Fear 1 test, so that's difficulty 1 against your discipline.
So that's my target number 9. And a focus of 1, so I'm going to roll 3d20 again. So we're going to put a doom point to you, and I'm going to roll 3d20. So 1 success is enough.
All of these are horrific creatures, and you are scared of them. You find it within yourself to stand your ground and be the warrior that you know you are, and are unaffected by the horrific sight around you.
Okay, I wish to advance and attack the first skeleton. I'm going to roll 4d20. So I'm going to give you 2 points of doom. My melee is 14 with a focus of 3. 4d20. 14 and focus of 3 gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. So 4 points of momentum. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I roll 5 combat dice plus 2 combat dice for damage is 7 combat dice. And I roll the following damage. A 5 is 1, a 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage.
Okay, 9 points of damage. I have Soak Armor of 2, which means my guys take 7 points of damage. They have 5 Vigor, so the first skeleton crumbles into dust as your mighty sword slashes through its fairly unprotected body. And that is the end of your turn. The skeletons all shamble forward in a mighty mob to attack you. They're now in a mob where they were not before. There's 4 of them. They will spend 2 points of doom to get 2 extra dice for the leader. That's 2 dice for this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 3 dice for this guy. 1 for his original, 2 more for the doom. 3, 4, 5, 6 dice total. So I'm going to roll 6d20. My target is 9 plus 2 is 11. Apparently I can't roll 6d20 in this thing. Let's try 5d20. Apparently it hates me. Well, that's no good, boys and girls. I'm going to go to manual mode even though you guys won't be able to see it. Ordered a few new cameras so we can actually use a camera and actual dice for this little thing. I was hoping I could use this application to get the same effect, but it did not work. 8, so I rolled 8 and 1 complication. So the player didn't say they were going to parry, so they're not going to. That is a hit. And the skeleton will also take 2 combat dice for the damage. Take 2 points of damage, just because of the complication. There's my skeletons here. Let's add me a marker. We'll put 2 points of damage in this guy. Remember. However, he does hit, and pitted sword reach 5 combat dice against our hero. So a 5, a 5, 6, 5, and a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage against his left leg. So the skeleton sword screams down and impacts across Octavian's leg. Octavian has no armor there. So 6 points of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. Octavian's leg. That's more than 5 points in a round. Octavian takes a wound. So now all of Octavian's tests are 1 more difficulty than they were before. That is the end of the skeleton's turn, though. It's now Octavian's turn.
Octavian has some momentum now. So he's going to spend 2 points of momentum and roll 4d20. 4d20. 2, 3, 4. Minions are unable to react. They're not allowed to. So I roll a 1, a 5, and a 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes. It's 5 points of momentum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a massive strike. He normally rolls 5 points of damage for the broadsword, or 5 combat dice damage for the broadsword, plus 2 for his strength. Gives him 7. So he does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. He's going to add 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of damage he's going to do. He's going to do 18 total damage. Our skeletons have 2 soak. So 18 minus 2 is 16 damage. 16 minus 2 for this guy takes us down to 14 damage. So that's going to kill one of the skeletons and do 14 more damage, which is going to kill 2 more skeletons. And I'm going to put... Where's the guy? Here he is. Escape. 4 points of damage on the last guy. So Octavian raises his mighty sword and crushes it down through the mob of skeletons, and 3 of them fall into piles of dust.
The 5th skeleton, I guess, the last skeleton, he is unmoved by the falling of his undead friends. He's going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 points of doom. He's going to roll 5d20 to attack. So the skeleton rolls a 4, 13, an 8, and an 11. So that's 3 successes. So we'll just, for illustration purposes, we will parry. Now we'll roll 3 dice. This should be something you say before you roll. So the skeleton's attacking you. Do you wish to parry? Octavian will say yes. He has a shield and a talent that allows him to parry without giving doom. But he's going to roll 4d20. So he's going to add 2 points of doom. So our skeleton rolled 1, 2, 3. So this is how many momentum that skeleton has. Alright, so the skeleton has 2 points of momentum. You know, I have a better idea. Let's get rid of those. We've got these other kill tokens from Conan group. Let's just add those in. Probably going to come in pretty big. There. So we're doing a struggle now. Skeleton is attacked. Octavian is going to attempt to parry with 4d20. Octavian's parry skill is under coordination. 9 plus 2 is 11. He's going to roll 4d20. I'm going to try my dice again just in case. Clear. There we go, 4d20. Okay, so we rolled 3, a 2, 14, and a 20. So 3 and a 2 is probably pretty good. 3 and a 2 parry. So 1, 2, 3 successes. 3 successes. So Octavian needs normally difficulty 1 to parry, because this is pretty basic. However, he is injured, so it's difficulty 2. So that means he is going to gain 1 momentum. So he succeeds, generates 1 point of momentum. We compare momentum against momentum. These two cancel each other out, leaving 1 momentum for the skeleton. Gains 1 point of doom. That goes away, and he succeeds in his attack. So the skeleton again is, where everything is here. His attack is successful, so we're just rolling damage now. So pitted sword, 5 combat dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he rolls 2 damage.
He's going to spend a point of doom to re-roll. So one of those goes, goes to there. Gets 2 more points of damage. He does 4 points of damage. 2.
The torso. So 4 points of damage to Octavian's torso. Octavian's torso is Ahsoka 2, so he does 2 more points of damage. 1, 2. Doesn't cause any more wounds. So the skeleton's sword crushes into Octavian's breastplate, skipping across it and cuts him a nasty cut.
It is now Octavian's turn. Octavian, knowing he's now difficulty 2, spends another point of doom to roll 3d20. Again, his melee is 14 with a focus of 3. With a focus of 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4 points of success. Needs 2, so that gives him 2 points of momentum. So there's 2 points of momentum. He rolls 7 combat dice. This time 4, 5, 6, 7. Throw. There we go. Combat dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. Incredible. Skeletons have 2 soak, 7 points of damage. This guy only needs 1 more point of damage to kill him. So that kills the last skeleton. So Octavian takes 2 of these. They go to here, into the pool.
One of these, that's the end of the scene as well, so that goes down by 1.
Octavian moves to the cavern, now that he's done there.
And as he gets there, he notices there's a locked door. And so now he'll have to figure out how to get through that door. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Hyborian Encounters.
So, when he first attacked the skeletons, I screwed up a little bit because he should have been difficulty 2 on his attack. It didn't make a lick of difference. He would have done 1 less damage to the skeletons, so the last skeleton would have had 3 points of damage on him instead of 4. And he would have done enough damage in the final round to kill him anyways. However, skeleton's pretty low powered. and he still managed to take a wound because he's attacking by himself and he's not a super killer character. I also simplified Doom and Momentum, especially at the very beginning. I didn't really use a pool, I just kind of dumped it into the... I didn't use round Momentum, I just dumped it in the pool right away, and then in the last round I just kept it separate. Not a huge deal in this one because there's only one character, but if there's more than one character it might be a bigger thing, because sometimes they can't pull directly from that pool, but in this case it wasn't a big deal. And I hope that gives you guys a quick look and some ideas behind how this system works, how combat works anyways. And just so you guys know, most of the assets, the cards, like the black and white art, and the tokens for the characters and the monsters are all from ICRPG from Runehammer Games. Check that out if you guys have not. It's very cool, lots of good stuff in there. The background map is from 2 Minute Tabletop. It is a free download from his site. He has other ones that are just as cool. Some of them cost $1, some of them probably cost another $1. Good deals on there if you want to check those out. And the Doom tokens are from one of the guys on Conan group on Google+, which I think Alan built those, so don't quote me on that, but I'll double check that and put it in the links below, and I'll link all of this stuff in here so you guys have an idea of what's going on. And of course, if you liked the video, click like, leave a comment below, things you might like to see instead, and if you think this was worthwhile and you want to see more Conan, maybe some more sci-fi eventually, maybe some ICRPG stuff, because I'm a pretty big fan of that system. I think it's cool, and I think it's a good offering to the world. Click subscribe. And that's all I have today. Drink some beer, which is what I'm doing right now, and of course, play some games.